Happy New Year. Welcome to 2018. Well, in thinking about this year and what I'd like to accomplish, I want to focus more on not releasing content where I have a handle on what I'm doing, kind of mastered it, so to speak, rather than releasing videos that I'm shooting as I learn. So with that in mind, this year I'm probably not going to be able to release a video every Friday as I used to. So for this video, you probably see a bunch of dovetail cutters here. I've seen some videos on them before. I mean, I kind of ignored them. You've probably seen me using these guys. I think this is a Grizzly. I'm not sure what this other guy is, but making the tool holders for the different two lathes with these guys. But for some reason recently, every time I turn around, I'm seeing a video on YouTube of a do-it-yourself dovetail cutter or homemade dovetail cutter. Now, in looking at them, I haven't done a whole lot of research, but I've typed in a bunch of different things, and every video I see is just people showing it off, the final product. Not one person is that I've seen is showing the making of it. So I kind of got curious, you know, is a homemade, or I got two of them here that I made, is a do-it-yourself homemade dovetail cutter with one indexable insert better than an off-the-shelf guy. So in this video, you're going to see how I made one, and my biorhythm was down because every possible mistake you could make I made in it. So, but in any case, the video shows how I made one, and then off camera I went back and I made another guy. Turns out they're both the same, so I didn't really screw up the first one at all. And then I did some testing with them, and yeah, at first just playing with it on aluminum, I do show a piece of doing it on a piece of aluminum rod, but I did off camera do a bunch of playing with the different inserts and so on, and cutting 60-degree angles, and it was kind of a push, you know, off the shelf versus this. But then when I tried it on a piece of 1018 and did some other experiments, it was hands down superior to an off the shelf. And like I said, I'm primarily aluminum, so I wouldn't dare take you know, an off-the-shelf guy like this and run it on steel, 1018 or anything, because I'm sure it would wreck it. I don't know. I don't want to risk it because these guys, you know, are expensive. But now I have this guy, and if it messes up an insert, which it shouldn't, because I've used these inserts on 1018 and 1144 and stuff all day long, and it doesn't bother them. So now I have something that if I need to like clean up a compound or check and make sure it's straight, I've got a 60-degree cutter that will do the job without a doubt. So here it is, for what it's worth, making how to make a do-it-yourself homemade dovetail cutter. Something I did at the end. Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of different cutters that I've played with in the past, and it always seems like one tooth is doing the cutting because the others are recessed. So at the end of this video, I did put the test indicator on this guy just to see how good it was, and I was surprised that it's very good quality. So enjoy the video. Alright, well, it's not going to fit. 1-inch piece of 1018. Figure I'll probably take it, I want to make the shank first. Take it down to probably 1/2 inch. Just marked it off with a pencil here so it's about the same length. May have waste, may not, but this is what it's got to be. So I'll go over to the bandsaw here, cut that off, and bring it back. Alright, 2.5 inch long piece in there for making the shank. Alright, that's tight. And I'll just use a regular insert here to face it off. Boop, bring it over there. That's a pretty heavy angle here on the tool holder. Allen wrench, where are you? There you are. Take this in a bit. There, much better. I guess I don't want to use the light yet. And that's back, and that's back. Oil here. And I've switched from using soluble oil. Soluble oil seems to be leaving marks on stuff, so I'm just using regular motor oil nowadays. Stick that down there. Alright, come on in. Alright, gets rid of that. You can't see anything. Gotta turn the light on. See what I'm doing here. Probably need more RPM, but let's just see what this does. Just a simple facing operation, guys. Nothing fantastic, but as long as the camera battery hangs on. Yeah, I need more speed here. A little more oil. I guess I could try the tangential cutter in here and see what happens, but there. That's my normal speed. Oh, not good. I guess this lathe still needs some breaking in on the compound, so I don't get this chatter all the time. Let me try the other cutter, just for grins. Stuff all over it. Where is this guy? Right here. Alright, I gotta back it out. Stick him in there. Tighten it down. Let's see what he's going to do. I'm not even sure if he's still on height. That seems to be a little bit better. Is he still on height? Yep, looks like it. Couple of thousands, yeah, less chatter, but alright, so now I just want to take it down to yeah, I have to sand that to get it nice. 1018 is just such a pain to work with. So saddle stop goes in, just keep going back and forth, get this down to 1/2 inch for the shank. We got 10 thousandths left to go. Finish is terrible on this thing, I'll tell you that. So I'm hoping the tangential cutter here is going to do a better job of this. Alright. So take this guy out. Total mess. Yuck, I'm going to have to clean it off over by the trash can. Wipe it down. Alright, let's see what this guy's gonna do. Try to clean this up. Bring it over. Yeah, I guess I gotta make it square, huh? Allen wrench. Make sure that's super tight. Take this in. Yeah, I'm gonna tilt it just slightly. I guess I won't use oil. I just make a 3/1000ths cut probably. Is that on center? No, that is not on center, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, let's try this. Hit it and back off a bit. It's in that corner that I hate because it'll grab. Alright, that's interesting. Okay, go figure that. That cutter is in all the way. Holy shoot. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to cut the other way. Going in. That is a nutso noise. Is this loose? Yeah, it is. Let me see what happens when I take a thousandth cut going in. Thousandth there. And try going in with it. Well, that's better. Yeah, a lot better. I can't do it evenly by hand though. But I'm kind of figuring I'm gonna have to sandpaper this thing anyway. Yeah, I'll have to reverse the feed and just kill it before it gets there. And that is where I try coming out now. Give it a little bit of feed. And it kind of wants to chatter here for some reason. I'm going to try angling it more. And see where I'm at. Oh well, I'm just screw around with this off camera and get a good finish. Well, there it is. So, came out pretty good. Wish I could put more of a chamfer on this, but I'm nervous hanging out of the vise like that. Wants to chatter. Now I guess I'm going to wind up beveling, probably this. Flip it around like go on the other lathe, clean this lathe up. Let me think, see what's going to happen. Alright, I know I haven't shown a whole lot of machining of this guy, but I've got this turned down to 0.5 or 500 thousandths within a half thou. It's pretty nice. Things are cleaning up. Got the tangential cutter in here, and I don't know why, but you can see I'm at pretty low RPM, but I'm getting a gorgeous finish. This is just taking it off, I mean, beautifully. I am going in just a couple of thousandths, but just a beautiful finish, man. So I Loctited the nut and stuff in case it had to deal with the height. It happened to be at just a gorgeous height or something. But so it'll just be a while, and it's kind of fun going back and forth when it actually does a nice job on 1018. It's like I'm not even going to have to really sand it or anything. So I just got to bring this down, and then I'll wind up putting it in the saw, cut the bottom off and face it, and then I'll bring it back. Well, so far I think it's pretty good. 60 degrees to match this guy. So originally I wanted to make a chamfer out of it, but figured just it's easier just to do this to see proof of concept whether it's really going to do anything or not. But I should have the depth right. Like I said, I'm just going to bandsaw that off, clean up the bottom. Then I got to figure out in the mill how to cut that angle here. And the thing is, I don't want the bottom perfectly flat. I want to just be slightly tilted that way because I want the tip to be giving me the bottom finish. And I did this because I want to be able to use my favorite TCMT finishing, aluminum finishing inserts in it. So pretty good so far, and this sucker is heavy. I know a bunch will come off, but I'm wondering if, where's the other one here? Let me see how heavy these guys are. Yeah, not even close to the weight. So it'd be kind of cool to put that in there too to make it look good, but we'll see. after I get this nice finish, I don't want to mess it up going in there like that. So, alright, onward and upward. Alright, everybody shows this thing cut for the insert, which I don't have over here. But what has to happen is you need to stick this in here. I forgot how it goes. Yeah, it goes this way. I gotta make this cut. So if I gotta cut it this way, it's gonna go in here like this to make that cut. But you can't clamp this like that. So this is the way to put it. And it'd be doing the same thing, just differently. So now you gotta get this thing up at 30 degrees. So how to hold that and get an angle block under there, you can't. So what I was thinking about doing is this guy. Well, I want to put it this way because I want this to me. And then the angle block is here. So I got to take this and you got to hold all of this wonderful stuff at the same time. There's the angle. Alright, so I got to keep this guy on top of the angle block. I want that further up. Bring it in a little bit. Oh great, I'm hitting the vice knob. Pull him out. Alright, so I'm on the angle block and that's it. So that would be, now if I come across it, take this out some, I should be cutting the correct angle, because which one's going to be the face? This thing is going to be rotating that way, right? Yeah, it's going to be rotating that way. So when I put this in there, rotating that way, well, one of these is the face that you drill the hole on. But like I said, I want the tip of the cutter down further. I don't want the bottom flat, which means I need to tilt this down just a fraction. Is it going to move? No, I don't know. Alright, I just got to kind of do it. That moved. Alright, so I moved it maybe a degree or something like that. It's clamped in there pretty good. Let me set it up with the mill and double check it and then start doing the cutting. Alright, this is kind of scary setup. I hope it just doesn't grab and move. I don't have much surface area holding it, but edge finder, came to center, zero the DRO out, go over 100 thousandths, zero it again, 3/8 cutter, half of 3/8, go over that distance. So I should be pretty close to being on it. Let's see what happens, man. Hold your breath. Slow speed. Probably should have used. I'm way further over than center, so I'm not sure why I'm off here. But yeah, I gotta redo this somehow. Wonder if it's just as simple as just eyeball it. Why am I so far off center? Yeah, I'm like a mile off. Unlock that. What did I do? I come back to zero. Oh, it might, yeah. It's simply because I didn't have to do that where I was. So, here's, I figured out, there's 10 thousandths off of center. Alright, let me do a little cutting here off camera. I'm kind of nervous about grabbing. Big time, oops. What did I do with the insert? Put it here, oh here it is. The face, that face is supposed to have the hole for the insert as it goes in that way, but if you'll notice I'm on the wrong side. This is a counterclockwise. I think I caught it in time. I'm also too far this way somehow. I think I can rotate this thing and just cut that out on the opposite face. So Oh boy, glad I just kind of caught that and didn't complete it all. So let me try to figure out rearranging it so I can just get rid of that error. It's salvageable because I'm going to be cutting it. So that's the face now with the hole, right? Where's the insert? Here it is. Because this has to match. How does it go? That has to go flat, so yeah, I'm flat that way. So that's the face. It's now going to go in and cut that way. So now I got my second chance to be off center and to do this. Jeez, and this will all disappear so I can save the part. Thank God. I think I'm finally on my way here. Getting a really nice finish down in there. 2,000s, 3,000s at a time. But like that bottom face is getting real big real quick. I stopped to check it out. It's like, yeah, as far as I can tell, I've got it right. So I just got to keep going. I think I'm going to call it quits right there. Another kind of mistake is I kept going down until it looked like it was almost flush. But I didn't realize should have gone back first. Because if I go back now, it's going to get deeper. Right, yeah. I could go back a little bit more. Yeah, actually I think I will. I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but I'm going to take it back some more. I think I've shown this technique before. Gauge pin and a collet. You come in until the top is right, the bottom is right, and you also have to come in and then you can just rock the insert, and the second the insert stops rocking, that's pretty much so I'm right on where I want to drill and tap this hole. So it should be really good. Yeah, nothing moves. It's like perfect. No idea why, but that's going in there pretty darn easy. Not sure where the bottom is yet. Because I drilled pretty darn deep. I didn't go all the way through, but just going carefully. That's got to be real close. Just back it out, clear the chips. Actually, I can put the screw in there and just see how deep it goes. You can see how deep I am by the anchor loop here. Where's the screw? Lost it, great. Figures. Oh yeah, that's definitely deep enough. Alright, cool. Wow, I'm way down there. Alright, clean it up. Moment of truth. I have no idea what it's going to do, but let's move it over here and see what's going to happen. I think I'm off on that hole for tapping, but alright, over and over. Yep, that's gonna clear. Put it on center. Oh, I gotta lock the Z-axis. I want to come down more. Right there. Alright, Z's locked. I don't know if the light's gonna help at all, but what's it doing in the camera? Flip that over so I can see. I don't know. Alright, so that's tight. Device is tight. Everybody's tight. This spins. Alright. Power and some speed. Wow. Turns nice and straight. That's pretty cool. Alright, I gotta get to the side here to see where I am. And it's hitting it already. Alright. Was it hitting it? Yeah, it's hitting it. I don't see anything, but it's hitting it. Boy, you can barely hear anything. There it goes. Alright. chips I see flying out. Just sounds strange for some reason. That finish does not look good. Why? Is something backwards? No. The insert's correct. I'm cutting in the correct direction. It is flat. Oh, it's not even tight. That's why. Glad I stopped it. Why is the insert not tight? Thought I had it. Oh, I'm not bottoming out. Yeah, I didn't go down far enough. Shoot. You're kidding me. Yep, can't get it tight. Ah, what a pain. So, why? I could swear that thing. Maybe there's a different screw that I can use. Alright, let me mess around. Alright, better. Found a shorter screw. Alright, so back it back out. Take it back on center. Try this again. Should be a whole different sound this time. Okay. Contact. Yeah, that's the sound I want to hear. What's it look like in there? Oh yeah, nice, okay. I can hang with that. Pretty good finish. Bottom isn't looking too hot, I don't know. It might be just a burr. Yeah, the bottom's probably messed up because of the insert was loose when it made the first cut, so. That's looking pretty darn good. Of course, there's a radius for the insert, so the corners are going to be really sharp, like the other dovetail cutters I had. They come to a point. That's pretty darn nice. I don't know if you guys can see that at all, or with the light, but I like that. I like it a lot, so I guess I'll play with it some and just kind of see what happens with stuff. I think it's a pretty successful project. Alright, take this again. Got interrupted on the first try by the mailman delivering an empty envelope which was supposed to have a part in it. I was just curious. This is the point metric test indicator. Point each tick, the small ticks, is 0.01 millimeters, which is just under a half of a tenth of a thou. So I've seen some of the dovetail cutters that I've gotten before that you can tell only one tooth, maybe two flutes, teeth, whatever you want to call them, are doing the cutting. So I just kind of wanted to see where this thing was, how good it was machined, because this is one of my better ones. And it's really hard to turn this thing to see where it's going. Alright, so that's about 20, almost 25 millimeters, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, that's a little bit higher. And that one, so I mean this, no, that's under, no. Man, they're all seems like they're pretty good, because I did a bunch of this off camera. This thing seems to be really well machined. Look at that, it's hitting, I mean it's less than a tenth. And I've used this a bunch. I don't think you can wear it out. This is just high-speed steel. But I just wanted to shoot that and see how accurate this guy is. And it's pretty darn good.